What's up, everyone? Paul and Jason with Cryptoversity. Jason, how's your day going?
Paul, I'm doing great. How you doing?
Doing wonderful. Really excited for today's episode.
Okay.
Guys, if you find any entertainment or value to this, please like and subscribe below. It truly helps us help you. And remember, we're not financial advisors, so please do your own research. Jason, earlier today, we were talking a little bit about the Eth Merge and kind of some stuff behind it. And I wanted to pick your brain about it because there's a lot of misleading information out there and just a lot of amateur investors that might think they have their mind wrapped around it and they're expecting this whole big thing with Ethereum right away. And I know that's not true. So I wanted to shed some light on it. What do you got for us?
Yeah, so I do think that the general public has a misconception about what the merge is. So the merge is amazing. We've been waiting years for it, but it's just one step in many steps to get Ethereum fully scalable to where it's fast and cheap, like Solana and other projects. So what the ETH merge is, they're moving from proof of work to proof of stake,
Mm-hmm.
which is great. Bitcoin took a lot of heat in the last year about how much energy consumption it takes to mine, and Ethereum now is getting away from that. So they're moving to proof of stake, which is great. And you can stake your Ethereum now and get like a 6 to 9% interest, return on investment from staking. So that's great. But
Yeah,
really, all it is, the merge that comes out next month, all it is the movement from proof of work to proof of stake, and the tokenomics change.
mm-hmm.
The tokenomics change to almost deflationary, which is amazing. It's like a triple halving. That's amazing. It's great. I'm very excited, but I do not think short-term price action will reflect this. And if anything, it's probably been overpriced in at this point. What the merge is not. It's not going to make Ethereum any cheaper or any faster. Not yet, anyways. That's probably a couple of years down the road.
Okay.
So competitors like Solana and Polygon will still be extremely competitive because they are faster and cheaper.
I see. So the what people are thinking as far as like with play to earn gaming and all that stuff, right? The transaction fees aren't going to immediately just become pennies on the dollar just because of
Nope.
the merge.
It'll be the way it used to be. Like, so you know how it is, Paul. Like when crypto's super active, getting a Ethereum transaction can be $100, $50, $200, depending on how busy the network is. That doesn't change.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the long term goal is for that to change a couple years down the road. That's kind of what they're building out as part of this.
Yeah, so this is a multi-year, multi-step process. And the merge isn't the first step. We've been working on these steps for over the last couple of years, and it just takes time. I think, moving forward, a lot of the terminology rhymes with merge. Like this one's the merge. I think there's a purge after that, or something else. You know, but it's going to take a couple of years still to get Ethereum to where it's cheap and fast.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. And I know that a lot of times, like with traditional stocks and things like that, people anticipate big news and earnings reports and stuff are going to typically like pump, right, the stock. But a lot of times, what people don't understand is that is already factored in because it's overvalued going into those events because,
Yeah.
yeah, people pre-purchase hoping that it's going to pump it. And really what they're doing is they're just overvaluing the project.
Exactly, Paul. You nailed it. And I remember having a conversation with a buddy of mine a couple of years ago, and I proposed a question to him because this is before the Solanas and Polygons and whatnot came about,
Yeah.
but they were soon to come about. And I asked him, I said, "Do you think Ethereum loses market share here?" Because at that point, Ethereum was at like $800, and people were expecting it to go to $10,000. And he said, "No, no chance. It never happens." I'm like, "Well, it seems like it's possible if Solana's pennies and it's seconds versus
Yeah.
$50 in 30 seconds, they would lose market share." So I think if the bull market were to start up again, let's say in March,
Mm-hmm.
that'd still be a problem for Ethereum as far as losing market share. People tend to go where it's cheaper and faster, and they forget about the dangers of new projects and what happens about that. But yeah,
Yeah, it makes sense. I love the idea of staking becoming available. I mean, 6 to 9% with such a solid project like Ethereum, that's music to my ears. Seriously, I love the sound of that.
especially if it's a long term hold. Like if you know you're gonna hold it for 10 years, like it's a no brainer. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Ethereum's, in my opinion, one of the better projects in all of crypto. Most people like yourself think it's just time tested, it's trustworthy, right?
Yeah.
Secure. I think it's really exciting, but it's good that you shed the light on it because people are probably being misled or misleading themselves by doing research on the wrong channels and things like that, wondering if they're going to make a quick 20% or something right when the merge happens. And like you said, it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah. I hope it goes well. I hope there's no problems, but the air's going to leave the room the second it happens, and people are over. Like after the event happens and the party's over, it's like, okay, now what? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, man. Well, quick topic today, but really cool info. And thanks for shedding some light on it. Appreciate you.
I appreciate you, Paul. And we'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, man. See ya.